And it's a bit of a problem that you say, hey, on the one hand, we need merchants, like options where you can spend cryptocurrencies. On the other hand, obviously, we need users who have an incentive to do so.
Crypto payment solutions in the digital era. Payment processors are invariably the gatekeepers for today's startups and SMEs. Let's take a look at workaround market solutions in the era of digital innovation. Felix Mago, Dash.
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a great lunch. My name is Felix, and today I'm here to talk about two of the holy grails of blockchain and cryptocurrency, which is mass adoption and crypto payments. So I'm very fortunate to work for a decentralized organization called Dash. Dash stands for Digital Cash, and we do one thing, and I think we do it very good. We do payment, cryptocurrency payments, and we want to be as easy to use as cash. So I'm also very fortunate to be always like kind of a grandpa in the space. We launched 2014, no ICO before all that time. We are a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, one of the first ones and probably the longest running one. Market capitalization around 650 million, always on the top of the coin market cap projects. So we are out there, we're doing things, and we're doing real world adoption. One very special thing about us, I said we are a decentralized autonomous organization. That means we produce money out of thin air like other blockchain projects do. We call it block rewards. And these block rewards, we distribute them in a way that 10% of these block rewards created go to funding of projects. And with that money, we do a lot of things. We run essentially everything what a usual company would do with that money: marketing, development, business development, partnerships. So I'm from Bangkok, and I'm the co-founder of these two projects here, Dash Next and Dash Thailand. We kicked off building a merchant ecosystem in Thailand, probably the first one in Asia. That was the first step, a bit bottom-up driven, onboarding merchants, getting your cheeseburgers, getting your meals, your hotels, your tour guides. You can pay that in Dash. If you come to Thailand, please hook me up and I will show you around. And now we're doing Dash Next, where we're scaling around Asia. And actually, I'm here at Sigma. Thank you for being rock stars and organizing that, by the way. So we're scaling now around Asia and around the world, building big partnerships, such as hotel platforms, travel, everything. I said the holy grail of cryptocurrencies, because of course, when Bitcoin launched, we just celebrated 10 years anniversary. Everybody was talking about, hey, now you're your own bank, we can go beyond the governments, and we don't need them anymore. We can do payment around the world, it's easy, nobody can stop us. So I'm here to talk a bit about the problems you strike when you have this approach and when you really have this philosophy. And of course, when I see this, I feel like a little boy in the candy shop. And probably you also know that feeling of, yeah, we are in cryptocurrency, we're going to revolutionize the world. But then you go out there and you do stuff, and you run into quite some problems. So I want to talk a bit about the problems we run into, and especially how to solve them and how to tackle these problems. So first of all, who of you holds cryptocurrencies? Hands up. Okay, most of them. Whoever spent your cryptocurrency for something else than trading, cheeseburgers, something. Okay, 3, 4, 5, that's not bad. We are at a blockchain conference. So if you're at other events, nobody ever did that, right? So still, again, 10 years after cryptocurrencies, we don't have it. And it's a bit of a problem that you say, hey, on the one hand, we need merchants, like options where you can spend cryptocurrencies. On the other hand, obviously, we need users who have an incentive to do so, right? And now we're in a situation why would I go through all the trouble of buying Bitcoin, buying Dash, in order to spend something when I can just put €5 on the table and still get my cheeseburger? So we have to talk about really how you make that happen. And the way we make it happen is always switching sides from chicken to egg, saying, hey, we need a lot of merchants. And of course, my personal approach would be saying, hey, we need a lot of merchants where people have cool options on doing stuff, giving good value proposition. And at the end of the day, it boils down especially to one question, are you able to bring extra revenue to merchants, and can you show them that it's worth the trouble of getting into cryptocurrencies and accepting them? And the way to show them is by saying, hey, at the end of the month, you will see additional revenue in your pocket. and you will see another group of customers that you didn't have before. The other thing is, I mean, now I'm very happy to be like at a kind of a family meeting. I know so many faces here, and like we all live in the plane and go around all the world, and you come home, visit, see the family, and talk crypto. So then it's going to be Christmas again. You come home to your mom, and my mom usually asks me like, "What the hell you do, boy? Like, is that legal? Can't you get a real job?" And then you're like, yeah, okay, maybe there's another side of all this, and maybe there's a world we also have to interact with. And of course, now I see more and more people in suits coming from traditional businesses. I'm very happy to see you guys here. But of course, we have to talk about how can we get outside our little bubble, and how can we adopt solutions in a way that everybody not only understands it, but it just becomes normal, right? I always take the example from the internet where, I mean, in 1998, you could have never imagined Uber, you could have never imagined Airbnb, and since the iPhone came out, I mean, how can I live with that, right? Every time my internet breaks down, I'm completely desperate and I don't know what to do anymore. So this is where we have to go, and I hope we will make that very soon. Another thing is, when I look at so many web pages from all these blockchain companies, and we are masters in buzzword bingo and putting like as many words as possible, AI, blockchain. I mean, blockchain is so 2015, we are so far beyond already with AI, IoT, and all that kind of thing. So really, we have to find a way to make tech understandable in a way that we don't even have to talk about it. Again, take the example from the iPhone. Nobody knows how to use that stuff. I mean, probably here in this room, many people can explain me how the internet works, but at the end of the day, you don't have to know it. Number 4, and this is very important, I told you, yeah, merchants are happy if they get new customers, but also they have to run a business, right? So if you are a business owner who has a bit of a good know-how to do stuff, you will not take a volatile asset that maybe at the end of the month will be only worth half the money, because at the end of the month you have to pay your people, you have to run your business, right? So we need to find ways that we can, even though people can accept cryptocurrencies, we can settle in fiat currencies. And this is exactly what we do by plugging in partners all around the world in different currency areas, right? Euro, USD is kind of like easy because there are many companies, nicely regulated, in a unified market. When we go to Asia, it looks really a bit more stressy, and I'm pushing hard to get this in place, and I'm very happy that we found many solutions and great partners to do it already. Last one, really do cool stuff, and this is really what it boils down, because again, chicken and egg, we have to switch to consumers, so we have to give some cool value props, we have to do some like nice stuff. If you can buy nice stuff, if you can do nice stuff with it, then this is one way you should definitely go for. We have this thing called Discover Dash, where some of our own merchants are listed, but if you go to dash.org, you will also find a partner webpage where you can see all kinds of things. And let me give you 2 cool examples of, oh no, I have one more slide. So we want to be everywhere, we do payments, so obviously we have to be at every vertical, every industry. We are now at 4.5 million hotels on different platforms. We are on so many exchanges around the world, online, offline retail, gaming, gambling, everything is interesting. We just had the cannabis conference here, so of course also that's a very nice market, but everything can be interesting, even like property investment. So we're like on all verticals and really trying to leverage stuff there. So if I travel, obviously I said 4.5 million hotels, so I personally book all my travels in Dash, and if I do that, now we have some cool platforms. In this case, Hotelier Mart, but there are other ones such as Axel Trip or Travala. But specifically with Hotelier Mart, we make it in a way that you are part of a travel club, and we can offer you B2B rates, which are usually way lower than the stuff you find on Booking.com. In order to make that happen, obviously, you have to plug in the pieces together. And again, depending on the industry, the pieces are always a little bit different. So in this case, we need the platform to accept the payments. The customer comes there, pays, and someone settles us in between, and this is a payment company we plug in. So this way, we leverage to use digital cash. Another example, my time's almost up, but it's very exciting, and it's just in the beta test right now. You can order it very soon. It's our Korean partner, BlueCon. We are launching 3 things. One is this beautiful Master and Visa card you see here. The other one is this little baby. It's a national public transport card for all South Korea. It also integrates into 10 million shops in South Korea. We're going to launch another one, which is an international public transport card, where we go around the world now and onboard public transport systems. Hong Kong, Singapore, Thailand, I hope all this is coming up soon. And it works in a very nice and easy way that we just testing right now on DigiFinex. So everybody who has an account there just can spend their Dash balance in real time with a very, very low fee. So again, here, obviously, you have to put the pieces together. So you need somebody to issue those cards who has a banking license. So, haha, this is a bank, of course. So we come back to, we not go around banks. We partner up with them to make stuff happen. We have an exchange where the KYC of the users is done, where the accounts are, and of course, the partner Bluecon, who provides the technology to connect all them, and Dash is like of the motor oil to get stuff done. And every time we have a partner who wants to work with us, we are more than happy to do that. Please approach me, because then we will find a way to make stuff happen. So thank you very much. Enjoy the conference. Love Dash. Bye-bye.